basically all things beauty. I own a med spa in Miami, Florida, and really I center mostly around laser hair removal if you check out my other videos. So today I just wanted to make a quick do's and don'ts video on what you can and can't do while getting your laser hair removal treatments. I get these questions a lot, and some of this might be repeated from previous videos if you've been here for a while, but these are really important things to keep in mind. I constantly am repeating this to my clients because it's normal. You don't do it every day, so you forget what you can and can't do. And these are really important things to keep you and your skin safe when you're getting these treatments done. As I said, I might repeat a couple things because these things really need to be drilled into your head. The treatment takes about 9 to 10 months to finish everything because the sessions are spaced out. So these are things that you might forget over time. So it's just really important to remember them and have a reminder every once in a while. Okay, so let's start on a positive note and let's go with the do's first. You definitely want to avoid the sun. That is the number one thing when you look at possible side effects when it comes to laser hair removal, the most common of which is hyper or hypopigmentation, which is darkening or lightening of the skin. You definitely don't want to see that on your skin. So avoiding the sun in general, no matter what laser you're being treated with. And honestly, I've seen some laser manufacturers tell people like, oh, with this laser you can get as much sun as you want. At the end of the day, if that's the case and they tell you you can get the sun the day before, honestly, run away. Don't go there because that's not realistic, and either the treatments are going to be way too low to give you the results that you want, or you're putting your skin at risk. So not worth it. You're not going to get rid of all the hair to then have to cover up your skin because you end up with hypopigmentation spots all over your skin. Along with avoiding the sun, after every treatment, I always tell my clients to stay out of anything that's going to heat up your body, right? So you do the laser, it's hot, your body retains the heat. So you want to avoid anything hot showers, sauna, steam room, working out, anything that's going to heat up your body. Going to the park with your kid when it's really hot outside, you want to just avoid that and try to wear loose clothing so that you're not retaining the heat. That's super important because if the treatment goes perfectly well, but then you heat up your body too much, you can irritate the skin a lot more. If it's too much, you can cause like blistering and scabbing and all of that after the fact. So don't want to do that to yourself. As far as that goes, I tell people to avoid for the rest of the day. And if you wake up in the morning, your skin's all good, then you can resume regular activity, of course still avoiding the sun. But if you wake up in the morning and your skin is still sensitive or irritated, or you have any redness or swelling, keep avoiding the heat because as soon as you reintroduce heat, it's going to irritate the skin more. If the irritation persists, you can apply hydrocortisone 2 times a day for a few days, and after that you should be all good to go. If you're not all good after that, you should contact whoever did your treatment just to ask them for some guidance. Do want to shave your skin the day of the appointment. I always recommend the smoothest shave possible. If you come in and you have a little bit of stubble, I will usually go over it with a razor. Just the cleaner the shave, the better it is for the laser because the laser is attracted to the melanin in the hair. So if the hair is just sitting on the skin, you're just going to basically sear that little chunk of skin, hair that's sitting on the surface of the skin, instead of drawing it into the follicle to really destroy the bulb, which is where the hair is growing out from. So that actually can endanger your skin a little bit and can hinder the results of the laser. After the treatment, I do recommend exfoliating here and there. Definitely give it a few days after the treatment, but once your skin is back to normal, you can try to exfoliate to help those little stubs of hair out of the skin, because sometimes they'll get a little bit stuck in there because now it's like a little burnt stub of hair, right? So if you can exfoliate gently, it'll help extract all of that. I sometimes, when people do their facial hair, we'll sometimes have them come in for a facial about a week and a half to 2 weeks later to help extract all of that hair out if that's something that they're looking for. Make sure that you stick to the schedule that the person is giving you who's doing your treatments. So typically for the face, I will recommend 4 to 6 weeks apart, and for the body, 6 to 8 weeks apart. Also for the scalp, I usually recommend about 6 weeks apart. If you're doing, say, your upper lip and your underarms, I'll usually just stick to 6 weeks so that fits in the range for both. You'll see the facial hair will start to grow back a little bit sooner than the body hair, which is why we have that discrepancy. But you can find a happy medium and do 6 weeks. If you go too long between sessions, you typically just end up needing more sessions in the long run. So it's not worth it for you. Some people, they try to save by spreading them apart. You're actually costing yourself more money long term. Make sure that you're using SPF during your treatment. So not just the day of, not just the week before. You want to be using SPF consistently every day. Honestly, it's a good habit to have. That's the most anti-aging thing you can do for your skin, the most beneficial thing you can do. But at least during your treatment, so say the 8, 9, 10 months that it takes to complete your whole treatment, make sure that you're using sunblock daily. Make sure that you are communicating with your laser tech. So if anything ever changes in any sort of medication that you're taking, anything you're applying to your skin, make sure that you communicate that. So even if you are put on antibiotics and it falls between your sessions and by the time you come back you're done with the antibiotics, it's always good to let somebody know, well, your laser tech know, because some antibiotics can stay in your system for 2 to 3 weeks and some of them can cause burns on the skin. That also goes with topicals that you apply. There are a lot of things that can affect how lasers react to your skin. So just keeping your laser tech informed is very important. Sometimes you might have to push a session back, but it's better to push it back and be safe than to end up with burns or more permanent damage on your skin. Now that we've gone through all of the do's, let's hit up the don'ts. You don't want to wax or tweeze the hair between sessions. After the session, that little hair that's dead in the follicle, you are going to wait for it to be extracted. If you can gently squeeze it, just kind of pull it with your finger, that's fine. You'll see, you'll pull it out, there won't be a root anymore. That's a dead piece of hair, but you don't want to be doing it with tweezers because then you're going to accidentally pull something out that's going to have a root, and then next session, that hair probably isn't back. Everyone thinks their hair grows right back, but it doesn't. It's usually a different hair follicle that's growing in. So leave it alone, shave it as much as you want, but do not tweeze, do not pluck, do not wax, do not do any of that. You also want to refrain from using any harsh products, so no retinols or strong acids, at least a week before the treatment. And just, as I said before, communicate. So anything that, if you're unsure, make sure you ask, because that can make your skin more sensitive and can cause bad reactions with the laser. This next one is more, if you like your laser tech, don't apply heavy makeup the day of if you can avoid it. It's just a lot more work to remove, and you have to make sure that all of the makeup is removed before you laser over somebody, so they might be scrubbing at your face for a while to try to get everything off before they laser. So you're better off just washing your face, nice, deep clean, put a little bit of sunblock on, and then come. Your laser tech should wipe your skin down regardless, but not having makeup is very helpful. You have to be realistic with your expectations, so don't expect immediate results. It takes about a week and a half to 2 weeks for those little stubs of hair to fall out. So you can't do laser today and expect no hair tomorrow. It'll take at least a week and a half to see any sort of results from that session. You should see a significant result from the very first session. If you're not, I would question things, but you should definitely see an improvement, and just be realistic with the time frame. You know, I sometimes get people who want to come in early and do their session early. That's a waste of money. If the session is working as it should, you won't really have hair growth until right before that next session is scheduled for. So if you come too early, you're kind of wasting your money because there's no hair there. So don't pick or scratch at the area. If you are irritated after the session, like I said earlier, apply some hydrocortisone. That helps with redness, that helps with swelling, that helps with itching. If you're scratching on it, you're going to irritate your skin more. Another important one that a lot of people don't realize is not to use self-tanner. So don't use self-tanner. You can use it after your session. You don't want to use it for at least 2 weeks prior to, because the laser is attracted to pigment, and technically that is pigment that's just sitting on your skin. So that is actually more dangerous than an actual tan because it's just sitting there. Your laser tech should see it when they wipe your skin down. It should come off on the wipey, so they will know. But I've had to turn people away before because I can't get it all off, or I'm sitting there scrubbing like hell to get all of the pigment off from the self-tan, so it's not worth it. I've had people just come back a week or two later to do their session. So make sure that you're avoiding self-tanner or spray tans or any of that for at least 2 weeks before. So if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're educating yourself on laser treatments, but definitely don't skip learning about lasers and learning about the different types of lasers and different wavelengths and what's right for your skin and the different brands of laser and the place that you're going to, because all of that can affect how many sessions you're going to need, whether it'll be successful, all of those things. So make sure that you're learning about what you're getting done, you're investing your money, and you want to make sure that it's going to the right place and to somebody who is going to care for your skin and make sure that they want the best results for you. And I hope that you enjoy your laser hair removal journey. Leave me some comments so that I know how it went for you, or if you're going through it now or thinking about it, I'd be happy to answer any questions. Thanks for watching.